Oh,
Okay, this is part 3 of our Rocky shock treatment video, so go watch the first 2. This will make no sense to you. And this video is,
references to Rocky from Shock Treatment.
yeah, little things that the producers and stars put in that make fun of Rocky. Not make fun of Rocky,
But just like hints back to it.
yeah. It's things people can relate to. The first one is Farley Flavors, his office. There's a picture, it's more like artwork, that says Denton, the home of happiness, and he sees through a window, through the heart. You have to see the movie to understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's the same design as the billboard.
And Rocky, and like the first 15.
Yeah, same artwork, so.
It's like the same sign.
Yeah.
The home of happiness.
Go.
Let's see, which ones do I remember? I remember in like when it starts, when Riff Raff is like helping Janet with her dress, with the little black dress.
Oh, you mean
wait, no.
Dr. Cosmo
That one.
in shock treatment.
I keep leave me alone.
Or this is not Riff Raff, this is Cosmo
It's
in
Cosmo,
shock treatment.
but I get them mixed up because they're the same people. But anyway, yeah, it's Cosmo. There's like a portrait on the wall, and it's isn't it?
It's a farmer and his wife,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it's, where was it? Wasn't it in?
It was hanging on.
Yeah, it was hanging up in the
on
mansion, right?
in the castle.
In the castle.
In the lobby area.
Yeah.
Right as Riff Raff is beginning of the Town Warp, you can see the picture
Yeah.
in
He
Rocky.
like walks right past it,
And so same picture.
and he also walks past it in shock treatment.
And in that same scene, as he's walking by, on one of the models for one of the costumes is a Transylvanian jacket from Rocky that one of them wore.
Ooh.
It's one of the.
I think
80
like a lot of them
kinds.
were. Yeah. Oh.
They still have the same suit. It's
Yeah.
just one of them hanging out in shock treatment.
And
There's so many others.
do the UFO sighting one.
In shock treatment, as Betty Hapschatt is looking over the newspaper about twin separated at birth, Farley Flavors, and Brad Majors, there's a headline cut off at the bottom, but if you look at it for a few minutes and try to figure out what it says UFO sighted over Denton, which references to what happened at the end of Rocky.
Yeah.
The castle goes back into space. Oh, and the number of the newspaper that she types in to look it up is the same numbers that are on a tattoo that Frankenfurter has in Rocky.
Really? I didn't notice
It's like
that.
1144 or something like that.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I think you know more than I do. So maybe more than I have.
In Janet's dream sequence with her drugs and shock treatment, the arcade games that everyone is playing is called Space Invaders Part 2. But the Space Invaders is cut off because of copyright and trademark issues. But the Part 2 makes it shock treatment is Part 2 to Rocky. And towards the end of shock treatment, when Janet is sitting on the red throne, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
same throne that Frankenfurter had.
Except it's
in
painted
Rocky,
red.
except it's painted red. After the musical sequence towards the beginning of shock treatment, Denton USA, when it does a close-up to Betty Hapschatt and she says, "Well, how about that?" She has the same hairstyle and she says it the exact same way as Frankenfurter did in one of his songs in Rocky.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm learning stuff.
And there's one part where the announcer, while people are talking on the stage, but one of the announcers on the intercom or something says anticipation, which is a line that Rocky
is. Not Rocky, Frankenfurter has it.
Frankenfurter has
He's
a
like,
line.
"And
And it's made fun of in one of the callback lines that they have at midnight showings of Rocky, and they reference it in Shock Treatment by saying that there's probably a few more, but I can't think of them right now.
Oh, I don't think this is really a reference, but it's kind of funny how the guy who's blind and Dr. Scott, they're both faking it.
Oh yeah, they're both.
They're kind of fake. They're both faking it.
In the original script for Shock Treatment, Bert Schnick wasn't a character. It was actually Dr. Scott who was faking his disability.
His handicap.
Yeah. In the original script, there was no Bert Schnick. It was Dr. Scott. And that's one of the issues when you have to recast people because they can't come back.
Yeah.
You have to make completely different
Like,
characters.
wasn't it for Brad? Like, he had other commitments to filming. The other filming
The
commitments.
original Brad and Rocky Horror Picture Show couldn't come back because of his filming commitments. And Susan Sarandon, who played Janet in the first one, he couldn't come back because she wanted $500,000, and Shock Treatment had only $2 million to work with.
Yeah, they didn't have that much, so they're like, oh well, that's kind of not worth it.
I think they were good choices.
Yeah, I think it was
the
good
new,
choices.
Cliff DeYoung and Jessica Harper, who played the new Brad and Janet, they were good choices.
Yeah, they were. I think they were.
The original Brad and Janet couldn't sing songs like they can in
Yeah.
Shock Treatment. It feels so out of place. And Cliff DeYoung plays Brad, and also Farley Flavors at the same time in the same movie.
Cause it was cool like that.
The two characters have two different personalities and habits, and he should be applauded for it.
Oh, you guys are on there? Are you talking to somebody?
No, we're in the middle of the video. We can cut it out though.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Sure. Whatever. Just keep going. We'll cut that out.
so yeah, I think that's the last of our blogs about Rocky and
Yeah.
Shock Treatment.
We'll probably make more about like other movies.
Two of the greatest movies you'll probably ever see.
Yeah, definitely.
But Shock Treatment didn't get a good response when it was first released. It was a bomb, just like Rocky was, because people couldn't understand most of it. Because reality shows hadn't been around then, and people were expecting to be just like Rocky and Rocky 4 Part 2. Because Fox was saying it was the true sequel, but I think it's more of a spin-off of Brad and Janet.
Yeah.
Even though some of the actors from the first movie reappear in very similar roles. Like Judge Oliver Wright could be considered the same character as the criminologist in Rocky. Like they're so close.
I think that's pretty much it.
We didn't show the cover for Shock Treatment.
Oh, here's the cover for Shock Treatment.
It's very
Creepy.
and it doesn't say sequel. It says from the creators of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yep.
And there's a few other characters. That's Brad. And that's Farley Flavors and Nation McKinley. Just some pictures.
Yeah. You pretty much have to see the movie.
You have to. I think YouTube, someone on YouTube even posted a video. Or not a video. The whole movie. In like 9 parts.
It's probably more than that. That was 10 minutes. But you just rent it or buy
Very
it.
good movie.
Yeah. Watch it for us, please, because you love us.
Please watch Shock Treatment. It deserves a lot more credit than it got.
Sure.
It's becoming more popular now.
Yeah.
But people realize.
Well, we're gonna post more. Promise.